Hi, Susan. It's nice to see you this evening. Susan Mangum is a graphic designer who is actually writing a book, and we'd like to learn more about it.
I actually have a book that I designed coming out. It's a graphic novel. It's aimed at the young adult audience, and it's a novel. It's a graphic novel that was photographed. So as opposed to being drawn, it was photographed almost like a movie. And my part in the project was to design the way the book fits together and to put the text, which is normally in balloons in most graphic novels, throughout the pages. Now the way I do it is I put the text so it integrates with the scene, so it's almost like a movie and it's moving along with it. So it's kind of a non-traditional form of this art.
Okay.
And it's a really interesting book. It's very colorful. It's about a young girl in the 70s who is part of a traveling carnival in Europe. And she has some mysterious powers.
Oh, my goodness.
She's part of the freak show.
Oh, okay.
It's called Medusa's Daughter.
Uh-oh.
And her hair has powers.
Uh-oh. Most hair
has
does.
a voice of its own.
Okay.
And she's just realizing what those powers are. And she has conflicts with other people in the sideshow.
Oh, my goodness.
And she's on a journey to find out who her parents were and who she is and how she got to be where she got to be.
Okay. Now, you said this is a movie, a video, or a book?
It's a book. It's a graphic novel, but it's kind of shot like a movie. And I'll show you some of the pictures and pages from it so you can see that.
Okay.
And we actually we have it online as well as in a hardcover form. You can buy the ebook, but we're also doing something called on Comixology, where we post a page from the book every week. So if you're really, really patient, it'll take you a couple years to get the whole 200-page book.
Oh, my goodness. So maybe like comic books, you read a little at a time, right?
Yeah.
It's a whole series. Release it as a series, right?
Well, we're releasing one page every week. It's kind of a teaser. I mean, if you're really patient, you can wait and see it as it comes along. But if you really get into the story, we're hoping what you'll do is go out and buy the book.
Okay. Now tell us about your career before Medusa's Daughter.
Before Medusa's Daughter, let's see. I started doing graphic design in about 1997 or 98. And I'd done a lot of work with a guy named Stephen Park, who you may or may not have heard of. He was the art director for Prince.
Oh, my goodness.
From 1998 to about... 1988 till I can't remember when he quit. Or when he stopped working
And that's
for
a
Prince.
book in itself, I'm sure.
But but he's the guy who did the Graffiti Bridge album cover painting, and he did Chaos and Disorder. He did Emancipation. He did a lot of set design for Prince, and I started working with him because he lived in an artist housing cooperative that I lived in.
Oh, in Chicago or
in Baltimore?
Oh, in Baltimore.
And we became friends, and then we started working together, and
I tried to do that.
a lot of entertainment industry package design.
Next year,
We've worked on stuff for Chaka Khan, for Sheila E., for Larry Graham.
Now that everything is basically online and you know, big album covers aren't used anymore, or even CD covers aren't probably used as much with all the downloads. Is it any? How do you like doing the graphic arts for the music industry now as opposed to, say, 15 years ago?
Well, it's hard to say. Our job hasn't changed that much because people still do want CDs. So we do a lot of CD packaging. It's definitely not as exclusive a field as it used to be. In a lot of ways it's easier because it's all on the computer, but then it's more competitive. But we've been doing it for so long, and obviously Stephen is like the main designer on all of these things because he's also an excellent photographer. Like, he recently did a shoot with Bootsy Collins. He does all of Victor Wooten's stuff. And he's like a big name in the industry. And I've been his like assistant and working with him for a number of years. So
do you get involved in the video productions at all?
no.
Okay, so this is print.
This is all print stuff and graphics for the web, photography, and all this stuff gets repurposed for the web, for press releases, for books, for T-shirts, you know, street team stuff.
And did you go to college for this, or a trade school? Or?
I went to college for painting and printmaking.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what college was that?
That was Oswego State up in New York.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, and I went to graduate school at Purdue University. I didn't graduate, but I taught design while I was there.
And what do you foresee for your career in the next 5-10 years?
Oh, goodness. More art, I hope. I'd love to do more graphic novels. I've done some children's books. I recently did a children's book on history for a company in Maryland. So I'm hoping to do more children's books and more graphic novels. I really love those. Those are the fun projects. Those are the really exciting things.
Yeah.
Those are the things that people, you know, really enjoy. And I'd like to do more painting. I'm in a show right now at the Imperfect Gallery in Germantown.
I have to go check it out.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you, Susan. We look forward to big things from you. All the best.